Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wednesday's Market SITREP here at TGO Top Gun Options, coming to you actually from outside of New York City, out in Westchester, working with Regeneron today, giving a speech here in a little bit to about 150 folks, oncology division, and some other folks represented, doing some team building. Really excited to be here. Great company, great group of folks. We don't have our accelerated retirement brief today. Obviously, we're going to do 2 sessions on Friday. So for my members, I will see you at 1 o'clock on Friday. For everybody else, we're having a blast here. Check out Raytheon. It popped on potential conflict with Syria. We predicted this, that it would sell off on the news of us not doing anything. And then nice, gentle climb schedule again out of Raytheon, looking really, really nice. CSX, another one of our sectors, our transportation sector trade. Take a look at CSX. Good pop today, up 1.5%. Amazon, we have a weekly Amazon bull put spread on. It is Wednesday afternoon, folks, or actually it's still morning, 11:31 in the morning. There is a world of time between now and Friday. So we have that, was it the 1997.5 bull put spread? I'm not even touching it, not taking a look at it. We know Amazon can swing 25, 30, 50 points in a day. And we're going to talk about Amazon here in a couple minutes, but just wanted to cover some of our existing positions that are looking really, really nice here. Look at volatility, man. Down here, what did we get a low of today? As we have to talk about this on Friday, or you can do it on your own. Look at this, 11:30, the 11:30s. When volatility is cheap, you want to buy it with both hands. When it's expensive, you want to sell it. It is getting to the point now where we need to get long volatility. That something's going to happen in the next week and a half to freak this market out. As you can see, the volatility index is kind of a heart rate monitor. Something happens to freak us out, and then it goes away. Freak out, then goes away. Freak out. So I would definitely be getting long volatility today, tomorrow, with both hands. But like I said, we'll talk about it on Friday. If you want to join us for Friday's dual accelerated retirement and analyze your trade and debrief, head to go.topgunoptions.com/goflight. And Go Flight is just, think of the movie Apollo 13. Hey, we are go for flight. So for $38, you can take a 2-week test flight into what we do here at Top Gun Options. And we're going to brief. We're going to brief the great news out of the United States and Canada and the trade deal, and also our trade deal with Mexico, which was a month and a half ago. Now we got a deal with Canada. Obviously, folks, the big elephant in the room, obviously, is China. This is interesting. China's going to raise about $3 billion in U.S. dollars with a bond sale. It's the second one in a year, but it's only the third since 2004, even as these trade tensions simmer. I haven't heard, really anything bullish. We don't even have a date, a location, a who, a what for another meeting here, folks. So we have a bear call spread on. I believe it's the 42.5, 43 in one of our portfolios. As we've covered, FXI spikes on maybe some good news, implodes, spikes, implodes, spikes, implodes, spikes, sideways. It's going to head down here. The risk to getting bearish on FXI is obviously Steve Mnuchin, Larry Kudlow, Peter Navarro, or Wilbur Ross, our Commerce Secretary, come out with a, hey, we are going to sit down, we're going to figure this out. So I told my members I'm starting to get a little itchy, so to speak. I know there's penicillin for that, but in general, put this on your calendar. Maybe a month from today, literally, like November 1st, we might be looking to get long out to January of 21. It might be time to start thinking about making this a Captain Kirk trade, getting long-term bullish on FXI. Short-term, I'm neutral to bearish, but we can put on a synthetic stock or what's called a long call diagonal all the way out in the future and be bullish, because by January of 21, folks, we have a deal with China, period, or we're at war with them. So hopefully it's the trade deal and not a war situation. So we can be long-term bullish all the way out to here and short-term neutral to even bearish on FXI. And that's a tactic you're going to learn when you become a member here at Top Gun Options in our Full Throttle program. So stocks are looking pretty good. Actually, where's the Fed chief talking today? The Fed... Jerome Powell's speaking at 12:45, so I'm going to try and, as we're getting chow, maybe see what he's saying. So he's speaking at the National Association for Business Economics, the NABE, N-A-B-E. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say. But a nice rally out of the Dow today. Industrials are leading. Really not seeing too much tech following this rally higher, which is interesting. So this market can rally and leave tech behind, folks. You know how I feel, or you should know how I feel about these ridiculous limousine liberal stocks like Google, Facebook, Twitter. We joked. I'm still choking on my popcorn about how hysterical what happened to Tesla. We predicted every moment of what happened with Tesla when he tweeted out the whole funding secured at 420. I immediately knew it was 420 is a symbol for weed, folks. I knew he was joking or trying to squeeze shorts, and he should be in jail. The man should be arrested. We threw Martha Stewart in jail for getting some inside information. She didn't hurt anybody. All she did was place a trade that didn't lose as much as she would have lost had she not had that inside knowledge. We put her in Club Fed, man. James Comey, FBI director. Why isn't he in bracelets and being frog marched out of his headquarters? The man committed fraud, wire fraud, securities fraud, whatever. I just, between us ladies here, I believe it's because the man's got a space program and we need him to shoot our satellites into space, which makes me wonder why we even have a government agency called NASA anymore. What's that sitting there doing? It's embarrassing. I have a good friend I went through flight school and flew Hornets with, Scott Tingle, call sign maker, who just got back from the space station. How embarrassing that we have to hitch a ride from the Chinese or the Russians. It's just that's not a crowning achievement. And by the way, definitely boycotting First Man, not going to see a movie with Canadian Ryan Gosling and French director whatever the hell his name is, Francois, omitting the most critical part of Neil Armstrong's life, which was planting the American flag on the moon. There's two types of countries in this world, folks. Countries that have landed on the moon and countries that use the metric system. So I got to get going. Like I said, I got to get warmed up for my keynote this afternoon with Regeneron. We're having an absolute blast. Like I said, if you didn't get your annual or monthly full throttle slot, we do have a limited number of 2-week test flights for $38 for the price of an average bottle of Pinot Grigio. You can get airborne into the trading services, all 4 of them that we have here at TGO. And as I said to my regular members, let's do the Braveheart hold with the Amazon bull put spread. Remember, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning right now, 11:37, and Friday's a world away. Really didn't get too deeply into why Amazon's hiking minimum wages. It ain't because it's altruistic or the guys. We'll talk more about this in our brief on Friday. Why Amazon's hiking the minimum wage to $15 really isn't. I got a couple good questions from some of my private coaching clients. Hey, is that going to impact their earnings? Not one iota. I mean that hike. You know, Jeff Bezos could find in his couch. It's spare change. But we'll talk into the real reason why he's doing this. All right, folks, I got to go. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless. And I'll see many of my members on Friday at 1 o'clock. We'll see you.